I have my final interview for a new data engineering job on Monday, and I'm not sure if I'd take it if they offer. The pay is the same at my current job, but I'm considering it because it might have more technical growth opportunities and a clearer path to senior promotion. At the same time, I value the certainty of having good work-life balance and shorter commute at my current job. I started doing lead code and working on a side project a few weeks ago and plan to continue until I break into a tech company. Don't know if it'd be better to stay at my chill job and keep grinding or take the new one and grind there. Why did you interview with this place? It's not a, I'm not condemning your interviewing with them, but I'm just wondering, like, what was the motivation for interviewing with them? They reached out on LinkedIn, and was initially doing it for practice, but now I'm contemplating it. Okay. Oh, okay. Cool. What if they paid really well? How would you think about this differently if they paid really well? Yeah, that's the real question. How would you think about this differently if they paid really well? If they paid significantly more, I wouldn't mind risking the flexible hours at my current job. Okay, got it. What's what's the, oh, okay, so it's the pay is the same. So they've given you, wait, the pay is the same, but they haven't given you an offer yet, though, right? They haven't given a formal offer yet. You don't know precisely how it compares. But you do know roughly. That's right, I only got the estimated salary from the recruiter. Okay. That can be bumped up if they realize that the pay is going to be the same, in which case there's a good chance that you don't take it. Right? They might bump it up because if they really want you, they'll bump up the number. Should I express that in the upcoming interview? No. Save it for the negotiation stage. Right now, just focus on passing the interview. Yeah. Extortion could lead to a higher offer after they have already decided they want to make you an offer. Okay. And what if they don't? Then you have to make a decision, right? If they don't bump up your salary, is it the same type of job? Like it's a data engineering job? Are you changing job titles? Extortion could lead to a higher offer. Always negotiate your pay. Yep. I think it's the name, it's the same title, which is Data Engineer 1. Okay. Okay. Okay, Data Engineer 1, you're going from Data Engineer 1 to Data Engineer 1. Clearer path to senior promotion. They should really give you a pay bump. If they don't give you a pay bump, that's kind of a red flag that you probably don't want to go there. Regardless of the technical growth opportunities. Unless it's a big, big name. But even then, even if it's a big name, they'd give you more money. And they've got to compensate you in some way for the additional hassle. Negotiation take place after the contract is written? Not necessarily. It happens after anytime between we'd like to make an offer and the time you sign. Yeah. Sometime between those two, right? That's kind of your window. And when they say they'd like to make an offer, they'll like give you some sort of number and then tell them, and then what you do is you tell them, thank you for the offer. Let me go back to my team and run this by them or say something like that, right? And then I'll let you know if I have questions. And then you got to know when it explodes, right? Because obviously the offer's not going to be around forever. But don't worry about that yet. Just worry about, like, are you going to get the offer, right? Okay. Does that make sense? Does that work? I'll run this by ChatGPT as well. Your friend's situation is common but nuanced, and the key tension is between security and growth. Here's a way to help them think it through more clearly. Key trade-offs. Current job. Pros, good work-life balance, short commute, low stress. Cons, possibly limited growth and promotion pathway. New job, potential, more technical challenges, clearer promotion track, eventually senior, possibly better long-term upside. Cons, same pay so far, uncertain WLB, might be more demanding. Mental models to evaluate this. Think in terms of regret minimization. This is the famous Jeff Bezos thing, regret minimization. Which decision would you regret more in 1 year? Passing up growth or giving up current comfort? Use the option value mindset. If the new job isn't toxic and offers a learning curve, it might increase future options. If you stay, are you gaining runway to improve and aim even higher? Check for asymmetry. If the chill job gives stability but low upside, the new job may be more intense but with higher upside if it's a stepping stone. Decision triggers. Take the new job if they offer a significantly better growth plan and the environment isn't obviously a red flag, or if you're feeling stuck or underleveled and want to level up technically. Stay if you don't yet feel confident technically and want to build skills and portfolio on your own time first. The new job doesn't clearly beat the current one in either pay or growth potential. Guess negotiation is before you accept the job role. Guess he didn't use that regret minimization with his ex-wife. She made so much off of him. She only got like 25% or something. For a divorce, that's in America, that's not bad. Yeah. Anyway, on interviews and negotiation, don't ask about. And she was there from like the beginning. So it's like the legally speaking, the courts will determine that they quote earned it together. On interviews and negotiation, don't ask about pay yet. Get the offer first. Focus now on being impressive and curious. Do ask about growth path and culture. What does success look like in this role over 6 to 12 months? Negotiation starts once they express interest. Before signing a contract, clarify pay, title, work-life balance, and expectations. Final thought. Since your friend was originally doing this for practice and now is genuinely torn, it might be best to complete the process and collect the offer as data. Once it's concrete, then decide whether to stay comfy or take the leap. Is there any value in learning a new platform, say Azure over GCP, which is used in my current job? Yeah, absolutely. That's one more thing you can add to your skill set. Remember the T-shaped engineer, right? Somebody who has like a broad knowledge and expertise in one thing, right? That's part of your broad knowledge. Or it could be a secondary expertise. Yeah, there's always value to learning new stuff. Learn how other people do things. Yeah, Azure and GCP, kind of related skill sets. So yeah, having both of them in your toolbox would be great. Cool. Does that make sense? Anything else you'd like, Mr. Frank's Red Hot Sauce? Sorry, man, if it should be a factor in making the job search decision. Oh. Should it be a factor? I don't know. Is that something you want to do? Is that something you really want to do? Or are you thinking, or you mean just in terms of future money? Don't feel any particular way about it? Yeah, then I don't think you need to add it as a factor. Because also, the flip side of that is if you have lots of experience with one thing, you will qualify for more senior roles that requires expertise in that one thing. You know what I mean? So it can be good. It can be good either way. Depth versus breadth. Yeah, exactly. World's your oyster, though. I think you're going to be fine either way. I'll always BFS. I'll focus on the interview for now. Yep. All right, dude. Have a good one, Franks. And yep, feel free to keep me updated how you do. I always like to hear from people, like, you know, People contacted me like, "Hey, I got this Google job. Hey, I got this job at Meta. Hey, I got this job here, there, and everywhere." And like, yeah, no. I always love to hear from people once they've gotten their internships or their jobs or whatever.